Dead Bookworm. Good morning, Winewell. Heard the news. Have a cigar, the sort I use. Yes, it's old Bookworm, queerish chap. He's dropped off for his final nap. I hadn't seen him for a year, but then you know he was so queer. A temperance crank, confounded as an ass. He frowned upon the social glass, and such a bore 'twas scarcely strange. He rather dropped out of our range. Books, books, and books, week in, week out. He'd nothing else to talk about. They sometimes said his health had failed him. I thought 'twas laziness that ailed him. He wrote, they tell me, quite a bit. I knew he had a caustic wit, but hardly thought 'twould ever do for literary stuff, did you? I guess the stuff was pretty raw. 'Twas in no books I ever saw. Remember when he was a lad, a queerer chum we never had. He'd not a thought akin to ours, but chewed off his precocious powers. I always said, though as a friend, he'd someday come to a bad end. That fellow never seemed to thrive. I guess he was but half alive. Now that he's gone, I wish I might not thus have let him drop from sight. But pshaw, he cared for reading only, and couldn't have been very lonely. Well, now it's over. Hello, Jack. Enjoy your trip. I'm glad you're back. Yes, Bookworm's dead. What's that? Go slow. Thought he was dead a year ago. No, it just happened. Have a match. These lucifers are hard to scratch. I hate a death, and oh, the deuce. That fellow always was no use. Seen my new racer. It's a winner. I'm going home to dress for dinner. Early in Christian history, they started using Lucifer as an insult. Around the time of Constantine and stuff. But it's still used in church services as the name for Jesus. So, but this sardonic sort of way of saying that, you could say. Now, if you're not just a donkey carrying books, books alone can make a life. And not an ignorant life either, a life of use, even if you're by yourself.